Welcome, my debt slaying warriors, to Sense and Sensibility, where every penny has a purpose. I am Srushti, your financial ally, and today we are diving deep into the world of budgeting to pay off debt. Debt can be a heavy burden, but fear not. With the power of budgeting, we can create a strategic plan to tackle our debts head on and pave the way to financial freedom. But for those who don't know how to make a budget, I have made a video that explains how to get started on making a budget. I will add the link to that video in the description box below. So grab your swords of determination, sharpen your pencils of financial savvy, and let's embark on this debt conquering journey together. When it comes to paying off debt, having a well crafted budget is your secret weapon. It's the cornerstone of your financial success and will guide you on the path to debt freedom. Today, we are going to explore two powerful strategies, the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. These methods have helped countless individuals pay off their debts and regain control of their financial lives. Let's start with the debt snowball method. The debt snowball method is a debt repayment strategy that focuses on paying off debts starting with the smallest balance first, regardless of the interest rates. Here's how it works. For example, let's say that you have the following debts. Credit card A, $2,000 at 18% interest. Student loan, $5,000 at 6% interest. Personal loan, $10,000 at 10% interest. Using the debt snowball method, you would prioritize paying off credit card A first as it has the smallest balance. Step 1 is to make minimum payments. Minimum payments on all your debts ensure you stay current and avoid penalties. Step 2, extra funds. Take any extra funds you have available in your budget and allocate it towards paying off credit card A. Let's say you have an extra $200 each month to put towards debt repayment. This accelerates the repayment process and helps you pay off the debt faster. Once credit card A is paid off, celebrate your accomplishment. This sense of achievement will motivate you to continue your debt repayment journey. Step 4 is the snowball effect. Now that credit card A is paid off, take the money you were allocating towards that debt, that is the minimum payment plus the extra $200, and roll it into your next debt, which is the student loan. This creates a snowball effect, as you now have more money to put towards the next debt on your list. Step 5. Repeat the process. Continue following this method, paying off one debt at a time until you clear all the debts. As you eliminate each debt, the amount of money available to put towards the next one increases, accelerating your progress and keeping you motivated. Let's discuss some pros and cons of snowball method. Some of the pros are psychological momentum. One of the significant advantages of the debt snowball method is its focus on paying off the smallest balance debts first. This approach provides a sense of accomplishment and motivation as you see your debts getting eliminated quickly. The small victories along the way can boost your confidence and keep you motivated to continue your debt repayment journey. Quick wins. By prioritizing debts based on balance, you may experience quicker results in paying off individual debts. Paying off smaller debts sooner gives you a sense of progress and provides tangible evidence that your efforts are working. Motivating effect. The emotional boost from paying off smaller debts can create a positive feedback loop, encouraging you to keep going and tackle larger debts with renewed enthusiasm. Some of the cons are interest accumulation. The debt snowball method does not take into account the interest rates on your debts. This means you may end up paying more in interest overall, particularly if higher interest debts are lower in balance. Financial cost. Prioritizing debts based on balance rather than interest rates can potentially result in higher interest expenses in the long run. This may extend the time needed to become debt-free and increase the overall cost of debt repayment. Now, moving to debt avalanche method. The debt avalanche method prioritizes paying off debts based on their interest rates, starting with the highest interest rate first. Let's see how it works. Let's take the same example using the same debts as before. Credit card A, $2,000 at 18% interest. Student loan, $5,000 at 6% interest. Personal loan, $10,000 at 10% interest. With the debt avalanche method, you would prioritize paying off credit card A first as it has the highest interest rate. Step 1 is to make minimum payments. Make the minimum payments on all your debts to stay current and avoid penalties. Step 2 is extra funds. Allocate any extra money you have towards paying off your credit card A. Let's say you have an extra $200 each month to put towards debt repayment. By focusing on the debt with the highest interest rate, you reduce the amount of interest you will pay over time. Step 3 is celebration. Once credit card A is paid off, celebrate your accomplishment. Step 4 is avalanche effect. Take the money you were allocating towards credit card A, that is the minimum payment plus the extra $200, and roll it into your next debt, the personal loan. This creates an avalanche effect as you now have more money available to put towards the debt with the next highest interest rate. Step 5 is continue the avalanche. Repeat the process, paying off one debt at a time based on their interest rates. As you eliminate each debt, roll the money you were allocating towards it into the next debt, accelerating your progress and minimizing the overall interest you will pay. Now let's discuss some of the pros and cons of debt avalanche method. The pros are interest savings. The debt avalanche method focuses on paying off the debts based on the interest rates, allowing you to save on interest costs. By targeting higher interest rates debts first, you minimize the overall interest you will pay over time. Financial efficiency. By prioritizing debts with higher interest rates, you are strategically allocating your funds towards debts that are costing you more money in interest. This approach can help you pay off your debts more efficiently and potentially become debt-free sooner. Financial benefit. Since the debt avalanche method tackles high interest rate debts first, it can lead to more significant financial savings in the long run compared to the debt snowball method. The cons are delayed sense of progress. The debt avalanche method may not provide the immediate sense of accomplishment and motivation that the debt snowball method offers. It may take longer to pay off larger debts with higher interest rates, potentially dealing the gratification of seeing debts fully eliminated. Potential for discouragement. If your highest interest rate debt is also your largest balance, it may take a longer time to pay off. This could be demotivating for some individuals who prefer quick wins and visible progress. Ultimately, the choice between debt snowball and debt avalanche methods depends on your personal preferences, financial situation, and psychological factors. Assessing these pros and cons and considering what works best for you can help you determine the most suitable approach to pay off your debts and achieve financial freedom. Remember, the most important thing is to stay committed, consistent, and disciplined in your debt repayment journey. So, my financial debt conquerors, armed with these strategies, it's time to unleash your inner financial warrior and take control of your debt. Let every penny you save have a purpose to pave the way for a brighter, debt-free future. You've got this.